Hi guys, Polish Gaming here, back for another week of weekly pickups. Now with this one this week, it's been a pretty interesting week. I got a pretty big bundle deal from the single person that I went and bought one controller off, and they had quite a few, so we'll get onto those soon. Now with this one here, we've got first this week is Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge for the Game Boy. This one here, got it for $30. Pretty happy to get any kind of Game Boy game, basically any kind of original Game Boy game for anything under $50 to be honest, but a little bit of a common title, but it's cool that I've never seen this come up, so cool to grab that. And this one here, it goes on to trade me on these. This one was $14. Brain of New Zealand. This one here is actually the New Zealand version, of course. There's quite a lot of versions of it. I think there's a whole heap of them. I'd love to actually get them all, especially the power ones, but this one's a little bit more weirdly uncommon. I think it's the PS2 one that's a little bit more uncommon though. And then with this is actually a pretty cool little pickup that I got from, I believe, Retro Gaming NZ. Just $2 for that. Now, this is an actual variant cover, Richie McCaw cover, which is a little bit more expensive than the rest. I think it normally sits around about 30 to 50 depending. But it was just basically $2 for the case and the manual. A little bit water damage on the back, but I'll find an original Rugby 08 disc because there's no difference with the disc. So I'll put that in there, and I got myself the South African, the Australian, the English, and now the New Zealand version. That's pretty cool to have. This next one here, Buaku Gun. I believe I paid $10 for that, $10.50. It's a Buaku Gun game. I mean, it was relatively common, fun with some kids. Yeah, I never watched the cartoon. I'm guessing it's kind of like a Yu-Gi-Oh with cards and stuff. So yeah, pretty cool little game, but good to have that collection. Next, this one here is from Chris Greenhoff. Like I say, I hope I'm really pronouncing your name right, dude. From NZ Retro Gamers. There's Pacman collection for the Game Boy Advance. I'm hoping that's showing up because I did put them in case protectors to give them a little bit of a zhuzh up. There was a little bit of damage to it, but I knew that going into it. It's very hard, like I say, it's hard to get any kind of cardboard Nintendo that's good condition. So yeah, I'm happy with that, and I love Pacman, so that's a plus. And at $20, that's a steal. Now this one here is another New Zealand Retro Gamer member, Ed Warrington. I got basically both of these for both of them for $18 posted, so give or take probably about $7 each for these ones. Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition Classics. Weirdly, I don't even actually have the original Midnight Club Los Angeles, so I will be looking out for that, but that's cool to get the classics version of that. And UFC Undisputed 2010. Yeah, pretty cool one there, little Brock Lesnar on the front. Yeah, that's all that for the games in a sense here. Now the next one is, like I say, all the controllers. Now I went in to buy one controller, one very specific controller I've been after for a while. So I'll show that one will be the end. But yeah, I'll let you know exactly how much they cost through it. So with the first one here is just a standard edition, but it's almost like a green over orange camo. So that's a pretty cool little one there. All the non-faced ones, the game ones, like so these ones here are all $50 each. Oh, that's what I say. Once I heard how much he was selling for it, I went in to go buy one. He's like, do you want to come check out my collection? I'm selling them. I'm about to put on a trade me. So I went and had a little look, and then ended up going back to Whangaparaoa the next day to go purchase these, even though I didn't really have the cash at this time. I just kind of basically yeah, I kind of went into the savings a little bit, which I don't really like doing, but hey, $50 for these ones, and I'll put these down here because it's a little bit hard to put everywhere. Next one is Night Ops Camo. These ones are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. They're actually releasing, I believe, a new camo, Arctic Camo, so that's coming out, even though that's an old one from the Xbox One. They're releasing it for the Series S, so that's one that I'll be getting as well. Once again, that's $50, that one. Next one here is Phantom Black. These Phantom series are really quite light. I got a Phantom Magenta I got from Mitchell Cashman, and that was I really liked that. I got that for $50. But yeah, $50 for that one there, and that's pretty cool. And then into the next Phantom that I got here, the Phantom White. So the Phantom White, the Phantom Black, I believe that doesn't finish the series. I think there's a couple more, but pretty cool to have the contrast colors there. Well, not colors, contrast, should I say. And these next one is that one, of course, $50. This one is $50 as well. Volcanic Shadow. This is part of the Shadow line. They just actually released their Gold Shadow recently, which I'm not entirely sure if I put up in a video. It might have been before I started my YouTube. But yeah, I've got it on my Instagram, and I've got the Gold Shadow and I've got the Copper Shadow, but my Copper Shadow is a bit destroyed. So Volcanic Shadow, cool to add to collection. All of these are really good condition. The person who had them looked after them. He did have them all on the wall on brackets, which he gave me all the brackets, but not entirely sure if I'm going to use them. They feel a little bit unsafe for the 3D printed brackets, so I'll just keep them in their box and just display them as is. Now the next one here, these ones were all $100. The Gears 5 one there, that's pretty cool. Comes with a downloadable code. I believe all the codes were unused as well, so that was a plus. Yeah, $100 for that one. That's pretty cool. Next one is the PUBG one, the Players Unknown Battlegrounds. That's a pretty cool little one. It's got like a nifty, yeah, it's got quite a few little things in there. And the last of the, oh, I've got to put these in there. And the last of the faced ones, the game ones, is the Cyberpunk one, which is pretty cool. It's got etched no future on there. It looks real beat up. It's a pretty cool little controller there. And the last but not least, now this is, like I say, I've been after this one for a while. I didn't buy it when it came out. Instantly regretted it. I've seen a few people on my Instagram. One Camp Killer, he is also, he does the same thing. He got it when it came out, so it's always annoyed me that he's got it. And so I recently bought it. Had to pay a pretty penny for it, but the Halo Elite Series 2. Now this one I got for $400. It went for $413, but it was out in Whangaparoa, and I asked him, would you be able to send? And he said, I'm out in Whangaparoa if you want to pick it up. I'll even knock it down to $400 if you come out. So I drove all the way out there, saved on gas, saved on postage. So I saved about $24 in gas and postage, well, and on sending it. And that equated to pretty much using $24 in gas to go get it. And then of course I wouldn't have found all these other controllers. So it was a real plus. I spent quite a lot of controllers this week, $950, which is pretty crazy to think about. But I've got a lot of knocked off my list that I really wanted to get. So happy with that one. Now, last but not least this week, you may hear a little bit of difference in my voice, maybe a bit more clarity. I've got a mate, Stephen Barnett. He lives in Australia, and he's been really into my channel and really helping me out, and just you know, kind of just giving me advice and helping me out, because he's really interested in the gaming as well. And he bought me some from AliExpress, some Zeal Sound microphones. Now these things are pretty wicked. It's got its own rechargeable case, all magnetic, pretty cool. All you do is slide it pretty much into the back of your phone, and then you grab this and away you go. Put it up. You can put it anywhere. They're very quite good with the sound. You can even put it down here and it still sounds pretty clear. So yeah, absolutely stoked with that. Thank you very much, Stephen Barnett, for that one. That's amazing. And yeah, it's always great to have a bit of clarity. I have had a person say that they couldn't hear me very well. So good to get that. Hopefully it's come across a lot more clearer this weekend. Yeah. Hopefully next week my Master System game's arrived. The guy did message me and did say that unfortunately it was a little bit delayed. He's just been having a bit of trouble, but I'm very patient with things, and yeah, hopefully next week we'll have one to knock off the list of Master System. All right, and yeah, that's me for this week. But tune in next week. I'll have some more stuff. You guys have a good day. See you later.